I prefer a little bit of extra pace in the wicket, makes shot making a little bit easier. But no, I just think it's coincidence, to be honest. It's just another game playing for your country, and it's nice to contribute in that manner. Yeah, at times, I mean, there was a lot of dot balls bowled to us. I think they had 3 maiden overs at us at a stage, and I know it's one of our chats that we've had in the build-up to this test is obviously the patience aspect. Even with a ball in hand, you've got to be patient because sometimes you don't pick up wickets as often as you want to. But yeah, it's something that I've been fighting with myself, though, personally, throughout the last few games. I tend to get to the 20s and give my wicket away. So yeah, it's nice to contribute in the manner that has just happened. Yeah, there's a lot of seam movement out there. I just think if you bowl the ball in the right area with a bit more consistency, the rewards will be there. The Windies had their opportunities to have us at least 5 down by the end of play today, and the ball it would have looked a lot different today. But luckily we're only 2 down and with a relatively decent score on board. So yeah, it's a bit of sea movement, a bit more consistency in the right areas, and I think the bowlers can also have a day where they pick up a lot of wickets. Yes, I think their bowling's actually, people might say that they've been a bit lackluster in the field and their bowling wasn't as good. They actually didn't give us a lot, to be honest. You can just see it, the nature of our run rate. I think at a time we were going at 2 and over for quite a long period of time, and you can see the more experienced bowlers in their lineup, they tended to hit the area where scoring runs was quite difficult. I think a guy like Jerome Taylor definitely had a better game plan than what he did in Centurion. So yeah, I mean they bowled very well, and obviously they had their chances and they didn't take it. Yeah, luckily you got a guy on the other end that you communicate with. Faf and I, we get along quite well when we got the bat in hand. We get along off the field as well, don't get me wrong. But we've batted a lot together over the last 4 or 5 years, being SAA, being for the test side, etc. So we've had quite substantial partnerships with each other, and I think we know what to say to each other at the right time. And if we see the one person's getting a bit loose, we just have a little word in their ear and something they can think about. And yeah, I mean, you can't go a whole day of Test cricket batting the whole day without having a little bit of loose play or luck on your side. So yeah, I think you just got to communicate it out with your partner, and hopefully he contributes to your innings as well. Jeez, I don't even remember that, to be honest with you. No, I think it was just a little bit of relief. Like I've mentioned, I've been fighting through that period of 20-30 runs where I've been getting myself out. You know, you do all the hard work as an opening batsman, and then you go out against an old ball. It pretty much deceives the object of being an opener. So yeah, I think it was just a time that I just start again and clock in and start basically your innings from naught again and try and contribute in a massive way. To be honest with you, I score 100 anyway, I'm happy. But yeah, I think it was also relief and excitement. And I mean, you're playing for your country and you're scoring a test 100. I mean, there's thousands of guys in this country that would like to have that feeling, and fortunately it was me to have that. Yeah, I don't think I can influence that decision, to be honest with you, but yeah, I think it's in Durban next year. No, I mean, it's like I mentioned earlier, it's just coincidence that it happens to be PE again. Like I say, you've got your badge on your chest, and you're playing for that team, irrespective of where you're playing. I think it's getting there. I don't think there's ever that feeling of this is definitely mine. I like to put myself in under pressure a little bit. It's just maybe that comfort zone, getting out of your comfort zone factor. Not saying that I am in one, but I'm just saying you don't want to get caught out being in that space and you wipe your eyes and you've had 5 tests and you've had poor run of form. So yeah, I think it's more a personal thing when I like to put myself under pressure as well when I play. No, sure, there's a lot of encouragement for Alvira. I mean, he's still an outstanding cricketer in my eyes. He's still someone I think I can learn a lot from because he's been around for so long. Yeah, I think I've mentioned it before in the press that big scores around the corner for him, and I'm going to be the first guy to crack open a beer and have it with him when that happens. No, I mean it's just maybe you have to speak about what was he thinking or what was I thinking in that stage. I mean, I nearly got run out, and we both standing on the same end. That was also a bit of a lapse of concentration maybe. So there's definitely communication out there. I mentioned earlier we enjoy batting with each other, and we feed off each other very well, and the communication out there. So I mean, even if the guy plays a rash shot and he is dropped, it's not his fault he was dropped. I mean, it was the control he has was the shot he played basically. So and you always ask him if that was a good option at that time. I don't know, to be honest. I mean, I didn't face a hell of a lot of him in the beginning of the game. Yeah, I mean, it's surely he must do it well back home. That's why he's been given the new ball to do for West Indies. So yeah, I mean, I think he's got a lot to learn. I don't know how old he is. 32. Okay, well, he's been around the block, I guess. But I mean, in test match cricket, it's a different kettle of fish. I mean, you can be 40 and you play your first test, and you'll definitely feel the crunch. So yeah, maybe in a way, yes, surprised that they gave the debutant the new ball. I'm not going to complain about it, to be honest with you. I just see it as it's a new ball. Whoever's bowling with it must have done it very well for their domestic side to get the international recognition. Well, if I was the captain of the side, it's definitely what I would be thinking. I think the wickets, because of its slow nature and because of the bowlers we have and their ability to get the old ball to talk, and like we did against Australia in February, I think it's definitely an objective that I would be speaking about if I was the skipper. No, for sure. I think they would have learnt a lot from bowling with the new ball today, and they're going to use it to their advantage tomorrow. You could see immediately with Holders, the first over he bowled with the second new ball. There's definitely something in the wicket still. Just I guess they've got to just try and form a game plan for tomorrow with whatever they do. So yeah, their new ball start today was a little bit iffy, a bit like Centurion. So yeah, you got to try and keep it tight, I guess.